Brussels is reading for 6 months of difficult relations with Slovenia as the country begins its EU presidency. Slovenia's increasingly strained relations with Brussels will undoubtedly be underscored for the next 6 months as Prime Minister Janez Janša prepares to be a thorn in Brussels' side during his presidency of the EU. The Slovenian leader has been in charge of the rotating EU presidency for just 3 days and he already lashed out at the EU's treatment of Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Mr. Janša said on Friday that the Hungarian leader must be allowed to express his ideas about the European Union's future, warning that the bloc would continue to shrink if people are excluded from the debate. His comments were a further sign of a growing alliance between the nationalist leaders of Slovenia, Hungary and Poland that is worrying more liberal countries in the EU. Mr. Orban faced criticism at an EU summit last week over a Hungarian law banning schools from using materials seen as promoting homosexuality, with French President Emmanuel Macron referring to a fundamental East-West divide. Along with Poland's Prime Minister, Mr. Janša was the only EU leader to back the Hungarian Prime Minister over the LGBT law at the summit, diplomats said. Like Mr. Orban, he has also clashed with Brussels over media freedoms. Mr. Janša said, "I think that he has the right to explain how he envisages the future of the European Union." In an indirect reference to Brexit, he added, "If the debate on the future of the European Union excludes people in advance, then I think that the European Union will indeed continue to shrink." Mr. Janša appeared not to be referring to any incident in which Mr. Orban was prevented from expressing his views, but rather to the increasing mistrust of him in Western European capitals. He said differences between EU countries due to their different traditions and cultures must be respected. He said, "So if you now judge a person based on imaginary European values which everyone perceives differently, and dual standards are used, then I think that this is the fastest road to collapse." To make things worse, Slovenia Interior Minister Aleš Hojs said in a press conference on Friday that he might in future refer to a high-ranking member of the European bureaucracy as a pig.